What's up EFD and welcome back to Scout Report. The 2020-21 season has been one of the most unpredictable in recent memory, and while a number of clubs and players have faced injury and COVID-related problems, making for a slow start to the campaign, some stars have hit the peak of their powers even quicker than usual. From Zlatan Ibrahimovic in Serie A, to Robert Lewandowski and Erling Haaland in the Bundesliga, to Harry Kane and Heung-min in the Premier League. However, while these players are in some of the best form of their careers and are rightly receiving high praise, there are a number of others who have been quietly excellent this term. Let's take a look at three unsung heroes who are taking the 2021 campaign by storm. Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg. Back in August, we named Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg as one of the smartest transfers of the summer. Signed by Tottenham for just £15 million, less than half of Southampton's initial £35 million valuation, the Danish international's excellent form and leadership at St Mary's suggested he'd be able to kick a disjointed Spurs midfield into shape. One of Europe's most underrated defensive midfielders, no Premier League player registered as many ball recoveries per 90 as Hojbjerg in 2019-20. He also evolved into a more progressive passer under Ralph Hasenhüttl, with 37% of his passes going forward, a significant jump from his average of 26% under the more conservative Mauricio Pellegrino. An essential part of Hasenhüttl's high-pressing, fast-paced and vertical system, it's little wonder he was so admired by Jose Mourinho. He already looks an absolute steal for Tottenham, and if we're honest, has started the new campaign in even better form than we expected. While Kane and Son have taken their partnership to new heights, Hojbjerg has helped the rest of the team function to a higher level, providing the perfect conduit between defence and attack. The only outfield player to have played every minute of Premier League action for Spurs so far, the former Bayern Munich man is also the side's most effective presser, with over a third of his pressures resulting in the side regaining possession. Meanwhile, only Tanguy Ndombele beats his 6.3 successful pressures per 90, and he also ranks second in the squad for tackles per 92, leading the Premier League for total tackles won with 21, while he is also now winning 50% of his challenges, up from 35% last term. This is pretty consistent with his form for Southampton, where less possession necessitated more defensive work, and has helped Spurs go from having the 7th best defensive record in the league last term to possessing the best this season, while their expected goals against per 90 has dropped from 1.4 to 1.1. And once in possession, Hojbjerg has been key to the side breaking quickly and effectively. His 7.1 balls into the final third per 90 is not only a huge increase on the 4.7 he averaged last term, but also leads the Spurs squad by some distance, while only Man City's Rodri has managed more in the Prem so far this campaign. His creative numbers have dropped, mainly due to the fact he now wins back possession in deeper areas, making 46% of his pressures in the defensive third, an average that stood at 33% at Southampton. However, this is simply indicative of Mourinho's tendency to position his side in a deeper block when defending, and with superior creators ahead of him, he's been able to focus more closely on his passing in the transition. While he had to do almost everything in the midfield at Southampton, Hojbjerg has been moulded into more of a specialist at Spurs, and so far it's worked brilliantly. If the North Londoners are to build on their early season form and make an unlikely title challenge, Hojbjerg will have a huge part to play in it. Before we move on to our next unsung hero, are you subscribed to Euro Football Daily? And if not, why the hell not? Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss another great video like this one. Anyway, let's move on. Ross Barkley. There's no doubt that Jack Grealish continues to be Aston Villa's key player. The England international has been superb once again this term, with 5 goals and 5 assists after 9 appearances, while his 0.84 expected goals and assists per 90 is over double the 0.4 he generated in 1920. However, while he really had to do all the work in the previous campaign as his side struggled to stay clear of relegation, this time round he has a far more functional attack to play off, and as a result the Villains are gunning for a top 8 finish rather than making plans for the Championship. And one man who has been key to this change of fortunes at Villa Park is Ross Barkley. A player whose career had effectively stagnated over the previous 4 years, Barkley was surplus to requirements at Chelsea following the club's substantial summer outlay, and a loan move to Villa Park, secured at the end of the window, gave the former Everton man a second chance. And so far he has taken it. providing manager Dean Smith with an extra dimension in attack and captain Grealish with an ideal link-up partner. Barkley is currently creating 3 chances per 90, which is not only the best average of his career, but also ranks him first in the Villa squad, dwarfing Grealish on 2.6. He's also beating James Rodriguez, Riyad Mahrez and Harry Kane in this regard, and the chances he creates are of good quality too, with his 0.35 expected assists per 90 placing him 7th among Premier League players. His importance to Villa can't be overstated. 15% of the chances the side have created so far this term have come from the 26-year-old, despite him ranking 11th in the squad for minutes played, having arrived 4 games into the season. This has taken some of the burden off Grealish too, with the Villa captain's share of chance creation dropping from nearly a quarter to 21%. And he has also produced in the big games. On his debut against Liverpool, Barkley took more shots than anyone else on the field, while in the following match against Leicester, in which he bagged the last-minute winner, he also outpassed every midfielder on the pitch bar Yuri Tielemans. Impressive for a player positioned at 10. And here lies another reason why Barkley is integral to Villa's success. Not only has he made Dean Smith's side more dangerous in and around the box, but he has also made them a more effective team in build-up, providing teammates a focal point within their 4-2-3-1 system. Only Grealish and Matt Targett top his 5.2 progressive passes per game, while his 29.7 total passes per 90 is only beaten by Tyrone Mings and Douglas Luiz, and this extra passing option has seen the side become better at getting the ball up the field. They now complete 28.8 balls into the final third each match, more than Wolves, Leicester and Southampton. Having been handed more responsibility at Villa Park, Barkley looks happier, sharper and more dangerous than he has in years. He may not be the superstar many predicted him to be following his emergence at Everton, but right now he is one of the best all-round attackers in the Prem. Mario Gaspar. Villarreal have been one of European football's biggest success stories in the early months of the new season. Despite losing the talismanic Santi Cazorla in the summer, the Spanish club has kicked on since last term, with the appointment of Unai Emery as manager and a number of smart signings now paying off. One of the most consistent sides in a particularly unpredictable season, the Yellow Submarine have gone 13 games unbeaten in all competitions since their 4-0 loss to Barcelona at the end of September, a run which has included trips to high-flying Atletico Madrid and Real Sociedad and the visits of champions Real Madrid. They sit third at the time of writing, leading fans to dream of a first top 4 finish since 2016. And while the attacking prowess of Gerard Moreno and Paco Alcacer, as well as the added quality of Dani Parejo in the midfield and continued development of Pau Torres in central defence have been a big part of this impressive start, so have the performances of captain Mario Gaspar. The one-club man, who has now clocked up nearly 500 appearances at El Madrigal, has been in excellent form this term, typifying the solidity of Emery's new-look team. While the side have become more possession-based under the former Arsenal boss, retaining on average 54.9% of the ball compared with 52.6% last season, Mario's defensive output has actually increased. The 30-year-old right-back is now making 3.6 tackles and interceptions per 90, up from 2.8 in 2019-20, and this has helped see the side become more watertight. They're now averaging an expected goals against per 90 of 1, down from 1.3 last term. Across an entire season, this would translate to them being expected to concede 38 goals instead of 49. He has generally been used as the sitting fullback in Emery's system, with more youthful left-backs Pervis Estupiñán and Alfonso Pedraza instructed to get forward, and this has seen his involvement in build-up decrease somewhat. But while his passes into the opposition third and progressive passes have both dropped, he still takes a more active role in delivering the ball upfield than anyone else in the back line bar Pau Torres, and when he has got himself into the final third, he's been super effective. He's now making 1.3 passes into the penalty area each match, up from 0.7 last term, and a better average than teammates Parejo and Moreno. And his delivery has generally been excellent. The Spaniard has notched up 2 assists, having never before topped 3 in an entire campaign, while his 0.2 expected assists per 90 is the best average in the entire squad. A part of the furniture at Villarreal, Mario's understated leadership can see him go somewhat unnoticed. But it's exactly this which has helped the side transition so smoothly into such a challenging campaign with a new manager and new personnel. Champions League qualification would be a just reward for his efforts. So those were our 3 unsung heroes defining this season, but do you have any shouts yourself? Get them in the comments below, and who knows, we may do a part 2. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a like, and why not stick on EFD by clicking on screen right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.